Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about making book boxes. This is my finished book box. So the basic idea is you want to hollow out a book so that it looks like a book on the outside, but inside you can store whatever you want that fits, and it's going to be a secret to everyone because nobody would be able to tell because it still looks like a book on the outside. And I have to start off this video by saying that this is dangerous. I say if you're under 18, don't even do it. Go have fun, go play. Use your judgment and make sure that you don't do this project alone. I actually did it with a group of my friends from high school, which was great. We had a lot of fun. What you'll need, the first thing is your hardcover book. Yes, it does have to be a hardcover. So you need to find a book that nobody wants to read ever anymore. Look for one that you like the look of, especially the side binding, because when you put it on a shelf, that's what you're gonna see. Don't use a book that isn't yours unless you definitely have permission. They know exactly what you're using it for. You're gonna need a box cutter. You have to make sure that the blade is sharp, not rusty at all, or else you'll rip the pages and you'll be unhappy. An X-Acto knife would also work, but we found that box cutters worked really. You're going to need glue. Plain Elmer's glue is fine, I just happen to have this wood glue. You're going to need to mix that with water, and about 50-50 or 70% glue, and you're going to need something to put it in, and you're going to need a brush. This kind of sponge brush is probably the best. They're cheap, you can just throw them out when you're done. You're gonna need some time. Maybe 2 evenings would be good. Or if you're awesome, like my friends and I are, a Saturday. You definitely need patience. OCD helps to make everything look perfect. I would definitely say do this with friends, because we were talking to each other and we're so glad we did it together, because if I did it by myself, I would have just given up. It does take some time, and it takes some weird muscles that you don't use on a day-to-day basis, especially in your hands, and your trapezius muscle. Don't do anything else that would be distracting. I wouldn't do it while you're watching TV or babysitting. You could listen to music, something that isn't going to distract your eyes because you're using a sharp object. That's really all you need. Other things that we ended up using were sandpaper, but that's completely optional. Oh yeah, definitely take lunch breaks and food breaks. Don't do it too late at night. Just, be safe. Okay, so there's 2 schools of thought. Kind of 3. The first one is glue the outside first and then cut your box. The second one is to cut the box first and then glue it. If you glue the sides first, then the inside of your box will be more even. But if you glue the outside first, when you get deeper and deeper down, it's going to be harder to cut, and you're going to have a hard time, especially in the corners. And I would say you're not going to understand how frustrating the corners are until you actually do this project. I did the way where you glued first and then you cut it. I'm going to show you. So here, you can tell that it's really straight right here, and you would never get this if you didn't glue it first. However, this is my deeper box, and it's not straight at all. So there's the potential of it being all this kind of jagged, even if you glue it first. So I would say, if you have a shallower, shorter book, I would probably stick with gluing it first. But if you have a deep book like mine, I would say cutting it first might be the way. There is a third option, and that's gluing sections and then cutting each section. And I like that idea a lot, but what could happen is, like if you glue something and then move it around, it'll get all squiggly. So there's pros and cons to each. And you can decide for yourself which one to do. So now I'm just going to do a slideshow of my friends and I having fun making book boxes.
Stars and mezzanine, jetways and adrenaline, fiends and extra machines. You are hauling to space. G-forces twisting your face. Reading superstition. A fatal premonition. Got to envision the fiery crash. Oh, close your eyes and you wake up, face stuck to a vinyl settee. Oh, line is starting to break up, just as you were starting to say something apropos, I don't know.
I hope you enjoyed the slideshow. Please, 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 please be careful when you do this project, but have fun and enjoy your book box when you're finished.